Thank you for wonderful responses to my paper. I will respond just very briefly, not touching everything you've said, because I really want to give chance to the others who are with us in the room to ask their questions or their comments. So just perhaps one point Philip mentioned, that Patočka was not a metaphysician, it's problematic to interpret him theologically, even though it what I presented resembles Jasper's project of philosophical faith. So just one note on that. I think because my aim is not to be an interpreter of Patočka. This must be made clear. My aim is to be a theological reader of Patočka. And I think, and I am reading Patočka in the context of the so-called theological turn. So authors from New French Phenomenology and Anglo-American reception of this type of thinking. And from that perspective, if Patočka died in 1977. So if we take Marion's Die sans lettres, God Without Being, published in 81, I think, as like the symbolic breaking point of new phenomenological debate, where the border between theology and philosophy is blurred a bit. It's not that clear anymore. So Patočka predates this debate, and I'm not to say that if he experienced the debate, he would feel to be part of it. But simply, I think a part of his reluctance to be used theologically, to even like allow theologians to interpret his work, is basically because there was at his time phenomenology was still very rigorous about its distinctiveness from theological thinking. So that's just a brief comment on that. And perhaps to Honza's comments about the Trinity. And yeah, thank you, that's very helpful. I mean, because you are right that first, I do not want to make an impression that it is either or. Like God as a different register of a non-objective being, or history and appearing God who is appearing in historically. So that's not my intention. I rather wrote this and approached this problematic from the perspective, more from perspective of philosophical theology, which starts with this with historicity and with our experience of the absolute, as Lacoste would put it, then from a theological perspective, which obviously accepts certain truth claims which are given, and indeed faith then for me is a space, the gap, kind of chorismos between what is given and what is historical, and that space, that chorismos. And I think also for Patočka, chorismos is more important than the idea itself. That because chorismos, that space is where the idea can manifest itself somehow, and we can relate to the idea. So this is my reading actually of faith. Yeah, that if there is a God. So the most important thing is space between us, that gap between us and the divine, which allows the divine to be revealed, and which enables us to relate to the divine. So this is just my brief reaction, and I would like to hear more questions.
Thank you, Martin, for your reaction. So we've seen that maybe faith saves Christianity from vanishing, and as a matter of the socio-historical phenomena. So it escapes the history and the purely social context.